Hey y'all, we're gonna get us a reading for the sign of Aries. As you know, I have already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button, so I'm gonna cut the deck and we're gonna get into it with the main energy for the sign of Aries. Now Aries, bottom of the deck, we got joint evolution. It says you and others are growing together, supporting each other. So this may have something to do with your support circle, the other individuals that you are working with, or you may find yourself getting closer to other people right now. First card out, we have trust the process. So you may simply just be, allowing things to blossom in a situation, just trusting the process, not necessarily trying to force anything. And with you trusting the process, you may begin to see that somebody has some type of double standards. They may feel like it's okay for them to move certain ways, take certain actions, but then they do not want you to. You have family ties. So somebody's family may be getting in the way of a situation. It could even be a family member that's suggesting certain things to you or saying that you don't do certain things. You know what I mean? Which they have done or something like that. Right. And you have friendship tests. So somebody might be testing you or something like that when it comes to your family ties, seeing exactly who it is that you are loyal to. Yeah, in safe space. So it's really making me feel like somebody might be sharing something with another individual and seeing if they're going to keep it safe. This may be somebody who has double standards or something like that when it comes to family ties, But again, something is being tested with the friendship. What's going on with this trust the process? Trust the process as far as what? Okay, so you have partial truths here. So somebody knows that another person is only sharing parts of a situation that is more so going to benefit them. And it's given that you or another individual may be allowing somebody just to tell their lies, and let the situation play out. Yeah, or you may have even trusted an individual, and again, they came to you with partial truths with this double standards, Somebody was more so presenting things wrong. Look, new alliance. So this may have something to do with some type of old alliance is what it's making me feel like. Yeah, partial truths about an old alliance. So somebody came to you and they lied. They lied about some type of ties that they actually had to an individual or something like that. Yep, boundaries respected, protected your heart. That's what they pretended. Because when it comes to this old alliance, this family tie, somebody may have viewed another person as family or something like that. And they may have asked them to do something or asked them something, more so questioning or testing their loyalty to them to see if they would do it. Yep. And it's something about you being told to protect your heart when it comes to this safe space. Somebody is not who they present themselves to be. Look. Right. Inner circle and breaking news. So it's something about you knowing to protect your heart in a situation, because when it comes to this inner circle, you may feel excluded or something like that. Or you may have questions when it comes to this safe space energy. You're not exactly sure if a space is safe or not. Because again, you aware that somebody is telling you some type of partial truth, but you allowing it just to play out. Yeah. And it might be some type of breaking news. You know what I mean? Something that surprises you, that changes the dynamics while you're trusting the process. You know what I mean? With some type of old alliance or something like that. It's like, again, you just trusted a person to be exactly who they was. Give me more with this breaking news. Right, two-faced, see? This double standards with this old alliance. Somebody was being two-faced. They was appearing friendly, but then it's something with these family ties, and somebody going back. They wasn't respecting the individual's boundaries like they was presenting it to. Yeah. And with this past life echoes, it's something where you were able to sense this familiar energy, sense, you know what I mean, what was going on, and you began to protect yourself, guard yourself. Yeah. You may have even tested an individual just to see, you know, if you were going to be provided a safe space, and they pushed your boundaries. Right. Yeah, so you was able to sense something. When it came to this inner circle and this being excluded. Yeah, nah. Somebody was testing your limits. And you instantly put your guard up. Look, holding back. See? Pushing boundaries and holding back. Somebody wasn't being open. They wasn't being honest. They wasn't being truthful. And you may have felt that. Or you may begin to feel it. Again, with this joint evolution, the closer you get to somebody. He said, the closer I get to you, the more you make me see. Look, doubts the surface, and the reverse is given that you may not have even doubted the surface of this two-faced person. You know, this is something that is shocking to you. Give me more with this. Two-faced about what? Authentic vibes. So somebody lied about how they really felt. And you picked up on the warning signs that, again, they was testing you. They wasn't being honest. Give me more with this past life echoes. Yep, shocking discovery in the reverse. See, they was good at acting however it was that they was acting. It's making me feel like, you know, this was something that was hidden. That this person was pushing your boundaries and their intention was to hold back. Yep, look, unfiltered truth in the reverse. They was speaking lies. Yeah, you didn't know that somebody was speaking lies or something like that. That they was holding back, facade of concern in the reverse. You thought that somebody was really concerned is what it is. You thought that somebody really dealt with you. You know, or vice versa. And truth be told, somebody had control issues. They were trying to dictate the narrative. Was it? Hey, you hear me? Dictate a negative too. Exactly what the fuck they was trying to do. What's going on to doubt the surface in the reverse? Look, jealousy issues in the reverse. So this person was hiding the fact that they was jealous of you. Hiding the fact of how they really felt about you, and they was presenting themselves like they had authentic vibe with you while being two-faced. The whole time they had some type of unspoken tensions. They felt a certain type of way in the inside. What's going on with these fake ass authentic vibes, right? Shared experience. Y'all ain't share no fucking experience because you ain't have energy like this person. This was a nasty spirited ass person. And they was good with cloaking it. So that lets you know how fucking fake they are, for real. Look, drifting apart. Right? You may have thought that you just simply was drifting apart from another person. You know what I mean? Like something was fading. You didn't think that somebody actually was lying. What's going on with these lies? Right. Look, silent resentment. They was lying because they felt a certain type of way and wasn't saying it. Was faking concern. It's something about you being at temporary distance or something like that from this person. And they felt a certain type of way about it. They could feel you drifting apart. Yep, and tried to hide the jealousy that you didn't resonate with their toxic ass no more. Yeah, but they was sure that they was unknown. Like they did. Slow it down, baby. They were unsure about the path that laid in front of you guys if they did not fake the shared experiences. But see, the thing is, the mere fact that they faked it is what makes me feel like you were able to notice. You know, right? That some shit was fake. Unable to notice. The fact that they faked it is the reason why you were able to notice that some shit was fake. Y'all bear with me. Y'all know Mercury retrograde closing out. And did so, right? So again, with this drifting apart, it seemed like somebody thought that they had faked the situation so good when it came to them hiding this jealousy that it was unexpected news to them that you actually was drifting apart from them. They already was hiding the jealousy, you know, and then once you started to distance yourself, they grew resentment. Look, and they started playing both sides. They started playing both sides. And remember, again, you was just trusting the process. So, shit, you was just allowing a person to be them. It shocked you that this person was playing both sides. That shit threw you off. You know what I mean? And you may have harbored some type of silent resentments or something like that. You know, some feeling of being dissatisfied when it comes to this person. You put more fucking distance between you and them. Yeah, look, cold shoulder. Right. The motherfucker playing both sides, so you gave them your ass to kiss. It's like somebody didn't want to speak up on how they felt. They just wanted to act funny type shit. Like, ain't nobody got time for that goofy ass shit. That's childish ass energy. What's going on with this temporary distance? Shit, make that shit long-rary, goddamn it, distance. Longevity, long term. Talking about it's complicated. No, bitch, you just immature. That's all it is, though. It's more complex than you think. Right, bitch, because you slow. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, give me more with this path unknown. Because this hoe just irritating. Look, silent understanding. No, ain't no silent understanding. You may have expressed to somebody that this path was unknown. And again, that was unexpected that you would be as vocal as they was. Right? This spill the beans. Telling them how you feel. No bars hold. Especially when it comes to this playing both sides. Yeah, now somebody got a reason to have that motherfucking resentment. Don't make it silent, though, ho. Make it real loud. See, somebody was playing both sides and testing your limits, and you was able to notice it. Look, group dynamic. Yeah, bitch. Somebody couldn't properly play their role. Right. Look, keeping secrets sideways. That's what I'm saying. Somebody tried to get a cold shoulder before the truth came out about this group dynamic because it's something about you being peaceful with this person. And again, them being petty. This shit being exposed. And the real story coming out. This hoe want to say it's complicated. No, bitch, it's rather easy. Just tell the truth is what you should do. But seeing as to how you can't, you know what I mean? Shit. Let all this shit roll about this group dynamic, these ulterior motives, control issues, the motherfucker being intrigued with you and double crossing you and pretending to be fine. Yeah. Yeah, bitch, let it roll. Okay. That was your read, Aries.